Don't ever be a child lover in the country. We made sure they would never come back. It was late August, I was newly a senior in high school and working at a gas station known for its pizza. Though this doesn't seem like it matter, it definitely does. In my town we only had one registered intimate offender and everyone knew who it was. He'd often come to my gas station to hit on our female workers and make everyone generally uncomfortable. I'm going to call him Herbert. Now, this story mostly takes place with my good neighbors, but if you know country living, messing with a good friend is the same and messing with family, and messing with a good friend's children is messing with the entire town. Characters: Herbert, the creep. Doug, good neighbor / family friend. Katie, daughter 1. Sadie, daughter 2. Josh, my younger brother. Mom, my biological mom. My adoptive mother was the one from the previous story. My biomom was on drugs at the time I was born. She has been clean for 13 years as of the time in the story and regained guardianship over me after my adoptive mother passed in 2017. Adoptive mom is biologically my grandmother and my biomom has always stayed a part of my life. Dusty, my stepdad. The actual story, Doug's story. It was a nice day out. Katie and Sadie were playing in a kiddie pool. Doug was sitting on his back deck and drinking a beer with Dusty. Dusty was talking about having a barbecue at our house and inviting the block to join. That is when they noticed something a bit odd coming from the bushes used as a property divider. Doug gets up to check it out, thinking it might be a dog that got put up a fence or something and doesn't want it to get hurt. Instead, he is greeted by an old man holding a camera taking pictures of his daughters. Where my family starts getting involved, Herbert, sensing he's been caught, takes a can of gasoline he has on his property and dumps it on Doug. Trying and failing to lit it, Dusty easily notices and rushes to Doug's aid. Yes, this is exactly how he described this to me and I find it too funny to change to make it seem less heroic. A bear manages to run away while they are distracted by Doug's gas problem. The start. Now, no one liked Herbert, but he's never actually done anything illegal until now. So we act like rational people and call the police. Sadly, we don't have enough evidence to do anything this time, so it fell on my family and Doug's family, as head of the neighborhood watch, to bring this man to justice. A few phone calls later and everyone in town knows what Herbert has done, including me at this point, and now I can start the story from my point of view. My point of view: a few days go by and at my workplace we are instructed to refuse gas sales to Herbert. I found out later this was Dusty's idea to keep him in town under the guise of preventing him from doing this again. I would like to add that the police were fine with this until the investigation was over. So this could be counted as part of the full revenge plus some petty revenge. As the plans start forming with the small army of people we have assembled, they finally find a plan that won't be completely sadistic. The revenge. Now this is my favorite part, and I get to inform all of you that my family are all farmers, which means we have access to a large field that is away from all main roads and out of sight of the entire town. Some of you might already guess what's about to happen. Well, my family announces that we are having a cookout, so naturally everyone in town hears about this, including the police. Now around 10 of the 20-ish people actually go to a cookout hosted by my mom. This is where she tells the story everyone needs to start telling. I was there, so here's the truth: everyone who was part of the group is currently at this cookout, that is all. So the other half of the group went to find Herbert. They were gone for 3 hours. Herbert was found at night. Bloody and broken. He gets to the hospital. With the help of an anonymous tip to the police. He goes home the next day. But did Herbert learn his lesson? Nope. This time I get to see what he tries to do. He tries to grab my little brother. I grab my brother and pull him away before anything happens, but I'm pissed, his dad is pissed, and my mom is pissed. Those of you who read the last story know how my adoptive mom reacts to this kind of stuff, and my biomom was raised by her. But my mom is not a killer. However, my stepfather is another story. He has been to prison and he's not scared of it, and this pedophile just tried to grab his son. Later that night he calls my mom. GE says we need to throw a cookout right now and says that Herbert has been hit by a truck. My mom asks one question: did you do this? He says no. Did you do this, Dusty? I need to know so I can come up with something if you did. He says no. We hold another cookout and invite the same people as last time. To this day Dusty will not tell me who is the one who hit him. He says that he'll take it to his grave. Oh, and I guess I should say Herbert didn't die due to another anonymous phone call. Like I said, we aren't unalivers, but sometimes we get really close. Honestly, I have no idea how no one got arrested here, but next year Herbert did actually get arrested for child intimate videos. We now have 0 intimate offenders in our town.